Hi everyone, I'm Paul Piotrowski and welcome to the very first episode of the Paulymath show. The first thing I want to cover in this episode is the word polymath. A few people have sent me some questions and emails regarding that name. They wanted to know, what is a polymath? What does it mean? Why did I pick that domain name? So essentially, the word polymath, my domain name, is basically a play off the word polymath, which is spelled P-O-L-Y-M-A-T-H. And what is a polymath? Well, a polymath is basically an individual or person or a personality type, perhaps, of somebody who is interested and passionate about many different topics in life, as opposed to a specialist type personality who's really focused around one specific area. So really the term polymath, another word for that is also a scanner, which is actually a term that I read, I picked up in, or I first heard of in this book. The book is called Refuse to Choose, Revolutionary Program for Doing Everything That You Love by Barbara Sher. I picked up this book about 3 years ago, and it's an amazing book. It's an awesome book, which really dives into the scanner or polymath type personality. And what Barbara covers in this book is this idea that not everybody out there has the capacity or the desire or has the personality type to be a specialist. So, in modern society, we have this idea that we should go through, once we graduate from high school, that we should go to college or university and identify one major area of focus for ourselves to pick a career path, such as being a doctor, a lawyer, or a teacher, or something of that sort, and to stick to that path throughout our entire lives. And for some people, that's okay. I know some people who are specialists. They have the specialist type personality, and they do like to focus on one area and build a whole career around one specific thing. But I also know that myself and a few other people I know, don't fit into that mold. And what Barbara talks about in this book is the scanner type personality, which is an individual that isn't interested in just one thing. Scanners are interested in everything. We're interested in all kinds of different things. So the three main things that I learned from this book is that number one is how to identify whether you are a scanner or not. She points out the fact that not everybody who doesn't know what they want to do with their lives is a scanner. There are some people who just don't know what they want, or that are suffering from depression or things like that, and they just don't know what to pick. They don't know what they want to do with their lives. They can't pick a specific area that they want to work on. They can't get themselves to do anything or learn anything. That is not what a scanner is. Scanners are not people who are depressed or who don't know what they want. Scanners are people who have a lot of passion for life, a lot of passion for learning, and scanners know exactly what we want. We know what we want. It's just that we don't want one specific thing. We want everything. We want to learn all kinds of different things. So there's a big difference between specialists and scanners, and she talks about that in this book, and she teaches you how to identify whether you are in fact a scanner type personality. And in fact, she actually covers about 10 or 12 different types of scanners out there. So it's not just about being one type of scanner. There are many different types of scanners out there. So that's one of the first things that I loved about this book, is how she helps you identify whether you are a scanner or not. And the second thing that she talks about in this book that's really important for scanners is to understand that being a scanner does not put you at any kind of disadvantage. I know society is structured in a way, at least in the last 50 years or so, society has kind of structured itself to reward and to put specialist type personalities on a pedestal. Somebody, for example, who is a brain surgeon, who's a specialist, who specializes in brain surgery, will make more money in our society than a general practitioner, a family doctor who studies various different areas of medicine. So our society has been structured up until this point to reward and to put specialist type personalities on a pedestal, especially since the 1950s and on. She talks about that in the book as well. But being a scanner does not have to be a disadvantage. If you understand that you are a scanner and you understand how to use that to your advantage, it doesn't have to be a negative thing in your life. And that's the third thing that I like about this book. The third thing that she covers in here is how to structure your life and how to build a career and how to find jobs and businesses and things like that, which actually are conducive and that utilize the scanner type personality to their advantage. So she talks about that in this book, and I thought it was awesome. For anyone who's a scanner, who believes that might be a scanner, I definitely highly recommend this book, so that you can identify whether you are a scanner or not. You can understand how to not allow that type of personality to hold you back in life, and thirdly, to learn kind of how to structure your life. And she teaches you some tools that you can use to actually use the scanner type personality that you have to your advantage. So Refuse to Choose by Barbara Sher, highly recommend this book.